Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Feet. In this video we're looking at our top 3 personal preferences for lightweight daily trainers. These are shoes that we have run in and we have enjoyed quite thoroughly. You can do probably about 600 Ks out of most of these. If you are looking for something to do a few tempo runs or just something that's a bit lighter weight on the foot, it's not taking too much stress on the calves and just easy to tick over the legs, all these 3 will work quite well for you. No particular order either. So the 3 shoes today we'll be showcasing is your Saucony Kinvara 11, your New Balance Propel version 2,
and your Hoka Rincon
2.
Number 2.
So most of these brands have done a few lightweight shoes. Your Kinvara's been out for 11 years now. Your Rincon's into its second iteration, as well as your Propel. Another honourable mention by New Balance would be your Beacon version 3. I do love this shoe. The Propel we've just chosen here today is it's a bit different compared to the other 2. This one's just got a bit more propulsion, hence the name, and it's just going to give you a bit more back than the other 2 cushioning systems.
With the Hoka Rincon, the best thing about it I find is with that rocker sole. In comparison to your other 2 models we got here, it will take that little bit of extra stress off the body. As a lightweight tempo shoe slash daily trainer, it backs up quite nicely even if you are a little bit sore, but you still want to do those faster runs. So it's very bouncy, you don't sink into it too much, but just enough to kind of take the pressure off the joints. Very lightweight shoe for the amount of cushioning you get underneath the foot. In comparison to say your Propel, this guy does feel a little bit more bouncy, a little bit more snappy under the foot, but the Rincon it's that nice happy medium, kind of gives you that nice snappy feel that the Kinvara provides, but just that little bit more cushion than that of the Propel. Overall fits the foot really well. People who ran in the Clifton last year, a lot of people kind of put this on the foot and found it fitted and feel very comfortable as well. Same if you kind of came from other brands and you wanted something a little bit more padded without going to a heavier daily trainer, your Rincon ticked the boxes for that for sure. So yeah, overall great lightweight shoe. With the Saucony Kinvara 11, I've been wearing this shoe since the 8th versions, and they've all been great after that. So you got very minimal rubber, like most of these shoes apart from the Propel that actually has a ton of rubber. So very sticky in the wet weather I find. I love if there's any rain on the road, just picking this up, and it's quite sure-footed. I do get quite a bit of wear on that forefoot, but the power run that they do use, it's a great cushioning system. All you kind of need in that lightweight daily trainer. You can easily do a half marathon in these. You would need to be quite efficient if you want to push it to that full marathon, but just picking up a shoe, it is quite stable even for a lightweight daily trainer. It doesn't have a whole lot of flex to it, which I do like. Nice heel counter that just is snug around the heel and just a gusseted tongue, so it's not slipping anywhere on the foot. It is quite a narrow shoe, so it does fit quite slim. Like most of these, if you do want a slightly more of accommodating shoe, I'd probably look at the Propel. Very lightweight, things these come in around 219 grams or thereabouts. I've kept picking up this iteration, kept picking this model Kinvara up, just because they work. They're pretty simplistic. Saucony doesn't change it too much. They do a ton of training and different workouts. You can easily pick this up for quite a few. Even some long endurance runs, the lack of stack height doesn't really affect the body, I found. There's still enough there, but still retains that lightweight package. With your Propel, this guy is a very durable tempo shoe. You got a ton of rubber up underneath the foot, more than both the other options as well. So it's very durable, and the way they've done this, it gives you that really snappy feeling at the front of the foot. So overall the shoe isn't very flexible at all. I think it just loads up on that forefoot and then gives you that nice propulsion forward. Your fuel cell cushioning system you got in there is very energy efficient, and it gives you a lot more back than what you put into the shoe. So When you load the shoe up, it does push you onto your next gait cycle very efficiently. Overall, this shoe fits the foot really well. It does have that nice collar wrapping around the heel. A little bit of padding there. Definitely does have a bit more padding than that of a Rincon. And the upper overall is that little bit stretchy. So if you need that little bit of room in the toe box, no, it's not a wide fitting shoe, but it doesn't jam up the toes like a lot of other Tempo lightweight shoes. Overall, it's a very comfortable shoe to run in. If you want to go for that fast 5k run, this shoe will work well. I think you could build it up to that 10-15k's quite easily. If you wanted to go a bit more than that, you'd have to definitely work on your running style. If you're heel striking consistently, the shoe might feel a little bit too flexible, but if you can get onto your midfoot and forefoot section, this shoe is very lightweight, responsive, and overall a very pleasant shoe to run in. Bang for buck, this is probably one of the better options on the market right now. In terms of how this guy retails, it sits around your 180 mark, that's Australian dollars, so bang for buck, it competes very nicely against any other $200 options on the market and probably blows them out of the water for the most part. When it's on sale, it's, yeah, even a better steal. So overall, if you pick this guy up, you're gonna be happy. If you just want something nice and lightweight to whack on the foot, go for that faster run. Even if you don't feel too fit, it is going to make you feel like you can move a bit quicker than you can. And if you are quite an efficient runner, this shoe will definitely complement. If you whack it in a rotation, say with a 1080 or even an 880, this guy can back up nicely as that daily trainer or as that Tempo shoe for sure.
As far as the cushioning system goes, this is kind of your traditional feel underneath the foot. It's just a thermoplastic and EVA blend. You slightly sink into it, but it's just a happy medium when it comes to the cushioning and the energy return. I wouldn't say it kind of sways each way, probably a bit more towards the energy return, but it's just a pleasurable ride underneath the foot. Whereas a Fuel Cell in your New Balance, a bit more energized. You do sink into it quite nicely as well, but it definitely does give you that bit more of a snapback. You feel like you're getting a bit more energy return than the other two. Then just looking at the Rincon, if you want just a lightweight shoe to slug a ton of Ks out, it does, just as Josh said, take a lot of jarring out of the body for such a lightweight package. So it does run with the same stack height as the Clifton, so I think it's like a 29 to 25 or 4. So same geometry as the Clifton, just not as durable, and just a slightly different cushioning system. But yeah, both are great in their own regards. If you picked up any of these, I don't think you really go wrong. As far as the sizing goes, in the US sizing, I take a 12 in the Kinvara as well as the Propel, and with the Rincon I do take 11.5, so I have gone the half size down in the Rincon just because they do fit that bit long. And if you are wanting something that does have a slightly bit more accommodating toe box, I'd be looking at the Propel, whereas the Rincon and the Kinvara do have a slightly more of a narrower toe box. Fits very snug, as you want a Tempo shoe to do, and they're both nice and shallow throughout the whole shoe. The toe box isn't too kind of sloppy. They're all dialed in nicely. The Propel and the Kinvara both have gusseted tongues, whereas the Rincon's just a detached tongue. There's a lot of lace loops on the tongue there to hold it in place. But yeah, all very good shoes in their own regards. If you pick any of these three up, I don't think you could go wrong with them. Just a bit of a different goal from each brand, and I think they've all hit their goals.
And one of your biggest standouts of the Rincon is your pull tag.
Pull tag.
Yeah, so if you're someone who wants a pull tag, go the Rincon,
yeah,
because the other two don't have one. And I know that's a big deal for some of you people out there. So
you can still put these shoes on quite easily. You just put your foot in it, then it's on. You just put your foot in it, then it's on.
That was pretty difficult. Got there. But yeah, that's it. Lightweight / daily trainers / good shoes to run in.
Let's have a good one. We'll see you in another video.
Subscribe.